Hi kiddos, here we are at another day of math. Yesterday you did subtracting 3. So what do you think we're going to do today? Today we're going to subtract 4. Okay, so we know how this goes. We count how many there are in all. We subtract 4 and we see how many left over. So let's try this out together. Okay, so let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 purple circles. So in our math sentence, we're going to write 9, because that's how many. So here we go. 9. That's how many we started with. Let's get a bigger size, shall we? Okay. Here we go. Now we're off and going. 9, and we're taking away 4. Remember, down and across and down once more. So now let's do it on our counters. So we're going to take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we need to count how many left over. So we started with 9 in all. That's how many we had in all. We are taking away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need to say how many are left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 left over. Remember, we write it 5. Straight back, big belly, and a hat on top. Make sure you're writing your numbers in the correct direction, okay? I don't want to see any 5s like this. No way, Jose. Absolutely not. We want to see 5s going this way. Okay, excellent. So this number sentence is 9 minus, remember that sign means take away, 4 equals 5 left over. So we had 9, take away 4. There were 5 left over. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So go ahead and go to this sheet of paper with the little raccoon. It's page 277. Okay, so here we are. We see this little raccoon. So once upon a time, there was a cute little raccoon. I think we should name him Rocco the raccoon. So Rocco the raccoon had 8 counters. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 counters. Now, he said, Miss Morga, I want you to have 4 yellow counters. I said, okay. So I took 1, 2, 3, 4. How many does Rocco have left? Well, let's look. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, let's go down to our number sentence and see if the number sentence tells us the right numbers. So, we started with 8 yellow counters. Our friend Rocco the raccoon, he had 8 yellow counters. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so far it looks good. Then we took away 4. He gave Miss Morga 4 yellow counters. Let's see how many we took away. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far so good. We had 8 in all. We minused, take away 4. And let's see how many are left over. How many equals what? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We know. We started with 8 minus, that means take away, 4 equals 4 left over. It looks like we got it right. All right, let's see. Let's go on to the next one. Oh, this is kind of a tricky one. Okay, here we go. We are starting with 4 purple diamonds. That's what our number sentence says. 4 in all. We are subtracting minus taking away 4. So here we go. We have to cross out 4. Now I want you to take a moment and brainstorm in your brain. How many do you think are going to be left over? So think to yourself, if I start with 4, I take away 4, how many will be left over? All right, let's see. Ready? Take away 1, take away 2, take away 3, take away 4. Hey friends, are there any purple diamonds without X's in them? No way, Jose. Absolutely not. So the answer 4, take away 4, equals 0 left over. Remember, we've done this math problem before. We go 1 plus 0. We know that that equals 1 because we're not adding any. Well, in the same way, looking over here, 4, take away 4, leaves 0 left. So think about that today when you are doing your work. If you say, oh my goodness, I think I'm stuck because I X'd out all of them, but I know I'm supposed to X out 4, that's okay. The answer is 0. All right, here we go. My goodness, the month of March, the month of Dr. Seuss's birthday, of course we would have to do something with Dr. Seuss hats. Okay, so this is the butterfly row. So I want you to look here. Don't be looking at your worksheet right now. I want you to be looking here. So let's see. Oh, Miss Morgan needs to add some more. Let's see. Silly Miss Morga. All right, here we go. Let's see. How many do we have in all? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 Dr. Seuss hats in all. So we're going to write a 7. Now, the story tells us that we already have 2 left over. 2 left over. So we are looking for this missing number, and oh my goodness, a missing number it surely is. Well, if we only have 2 that don't have X's on it, then maybe we should X all of them except for 2. So what this is saying is that we have 7 and we take some away, but we don't know this number quite yet. And there are 2 left over with no X's on them. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and make it so that there are 2 left over with no X's on them. All right. So we'll just keep going until there are 2 left over with no X's on them. Okay, let's double check. Okay, so these 2 don't have X's on them. The rest of them did. So how did we get there? Well, we need to ask ourselves, how many hats did we put an X on? That's our missing number. Remember, this number says how many did we take away? How many did we X? That's the question. We started with 7 in all. Now we're taking away Xing. How many to leave 2 with no X's? So let's go ahead and count them. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how many did we take away? We took away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, straight back, big belly, and a hat on top. All right, so we started with 7 in all, and we knew that 2 of them had to be left over. So we X'd out as many as we could until we got to 2 left over. We counted them all up, and that's how we got 5. We know that 7 take away 5 equals 2. Okay, now it is time for you guys to be doing your work. So you need to do this page right here. Again, you're looking, how many in all, taking away 4, how many left over. You need to do the back, same thing. How many in all, take away 4, how many left over. And then when you get down to the butterfly row, this is what we just did. So you need to tell me how many in all, how many did we X in order to get to 2 left over. After you do that, you are doing cross out skates. So yesterday, I think you did cross out bears. Today, you need to do cross out skates. If you have extra time in your math time, it's okay for you to go back and do the butterflies and the other cross out worksheets. But for right now, I want you to do cross out roller skates. After you do that, you need to do your homework page. Same thing as we've been doing. We start with 9 in all, cross out 4. How many left over? Please write your name on your paper. Again, there's not a place, just write it up here. Same thing, not a place, just write it up here. Ms. Morgan needs to know who it belongs to, remember? All right, have a good time doing math, friends.